Good evening / afternoon. It is July 15th, Thursday. Completed our road trip on with the RV. Went a couple weeks up the California coast, across Oregon, and back down through Nevada. Over here charging the Tesla. Picked that back up. Stopped in Wickenburg, Arizona right now, and I found geocache. Well, we is meaning me and the dog. I don't know if you could. I don't always say we so much, but anyway, yeah. So they have this old car, little Tesla, and it's sitting there at the charger. You're supposed to log it, take it to the next stop, leave it there for somebody else. So kind of fun. Make the charging station stops a little more interesting, I guess. It does take a lot longer than simply stopping and filling up a gas tank. But anyway, as far as HKV goes, tomorrow I'm headed back to the Luxor to do another walk. So tomorrow we're doing a walkthrough, I guess, of a large multifamily apartment complex. And we're going to underwrite it after that, based off of everything that we find through the walkthrough. So basically some physical due diligence and then some paperwork due diligence, financial due diligence, to see if this would actually be a viable deal or not. So I'm pretty excited to give you some hands-on training. That's what we got going on there. And then I also signed up for a watch trading academy to learn about how to use watches to scale up. So I figure watches are a faster way of kind of flipping an asset than properties are, since multifamily is usually 5 to 7 years before you're going to sell that thing. Houses kind of dependent on when the market's up, when you're going to sell, same kind of deal. Even the cars, this Tesla, notice that it's still got the temporary dealer tag on it, so I can't list it on Turo until I get an actual license plate, a real license plate number. So I need to do that. So that holds things up a little bit. But watches seem pretty quick and pretty easy. Much smaller money that you're dealing with, but it's still an appreciable asset. Is the whole point of doing watches, cars, and properties. All those things appreciate rather than depreciate, or can. Well, cars kind of argue. It can be argued whether they appreciate or depreciate. I think it depends on the car and how you're using it and that kind of thing. So anyway, that is where I'm at, and all of the 4 of those things exist solely to raise money for the bunker project. So this car we parked at the house, available for the guys to use when it's not on Turo. So when I get back there, I'll just be driving my SUV, and this will be parked at the house charging and available to the guys in the house whenever they need it. That's pretty much it. So, and the goal here with real estate, cars, watches, is all to be able to turn over the house that I've used my VA loan to buy and have been using as the pilot project for the bunker project house. So that way we can start actually collecting donations and applying for grants like a traditional nonprofit is intended to do, and then hopefully scale this to other cities. So what I need specifically is $250,000 roughly to pay off the rest of the loan. I thought I only needed 50, but with no credit history for the bunker project, the nonprofit itself, I'm not going to qualify for a loan that way. So I would only be able to qualify for a conventional loan, which would still be in my own name, and that doesn't clear up the conflict of interest of me being the president of the nonprofit and then also owning the house. So the only way is for me to raise the $250,000 to pay off the house completely, and then I can give it away to the nonprofit, and only then will the nonprofit be able to say, look, there is no longer any conflict of interest. So I will have moved out of the house, won't be serving as house manager anymore. I'll be moving up, I guess, to regional. I think I'll call myself regional director or regional manager or something like that. So just the Las Vegas arm to support the Las Vegas house, and then one guy will serve as house manager and get free rent for that. The goal is to then, after we raise the $250,000 to buy the house, to then be able to give away $8,000 every year to the house in order to cover 4 months worth of rent. So that rent would be $450 a month, and that's regardless of how high the market goes. I understand studio apartments in Las Vegas are renting for over $1,000. I think average studio apartment in North Las Vegas is about 1,016 is what I saw on one of the rent estimate websites. So anyway, that's the goal, is to keep things affordable, keep it so people can, the veterans, can succeed in college or training, whatever it is that they're using their GI Bill for. So basically just trying to fill those gaps of the GI Bill, since it only pays day for day. We want to make it so they can get through all the time, whether they're in school or not, because school doesn't go day for day year round. There are always gaps for summer and winter and spring breaks and things. So that's about it. I'm gonna get back on the road, head back to Vegas, and get to this training. So I'll check in tomorrow. One thing I wanted to end my videos with starting to do is a gratitude, something that I'm grateful for. So today I am grateful to find this little geocache car. Just think that's a cool little gimmick to keep things interesting with the electric car experiment. So fun times. That's about all I got. Bye. The saga continues. Tesla journey. See all this traffic backed up. Apparently there was a fatality on the road. So they're telling people it's to be about 5 hours to clean up the mess. So I'm an electric car that is not gonna sit there for 5 hours without dying or at least going so dead that it's not gonna make it to my next destination. So I've turned around, headed back to this Tesla supercharger. Going to try to navigate, see if there's another route, and if not, then I'll just sit there and hang out, wait for this to clear up. Hopefully, besides the fatality, if there are any injuries, hopefully they're okay and get ambulated out of there. Ambulated, I don't know if that's a word. Seriously, hoping everyone's okay in the accident. I just need to be at my seminar tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, so I got plenty of time. So me and the diggy dog back there, gonna go find a place to relax. So we took a little walk. We're waiting on the Tesla to charge so we can go a different route to get up to Kingman, Arizona. Gonna have to go the long way up to Prescott and maybe through Lake Havasu. I'm not sure which way it's gonna take us, but so we took a little walk. And there's this highway that we have to get across, and this is the only way to go under it. But I don't know if you can see all these things flying around. So we're gonna have to cross this bat obstacle course. These are all bats on the hunt for bugs. So we're just gonna duck down real low and hope they leave us alone. But yeah, this is a lot of bats. Okay. Who knew that the underside of the freeway would turn into a freaking bat cave?